আমাদের দাবি যদি না মানা হয় তাহলে আমরা তাকে হত্যা করব।
তুমি কি এমন কিছুর অংশ হতে চাও না যেটা ভয়ানক সুন্দর?
কালকের মধ্যে আহমেদ আল জুরিকে মুক্তি দিয়ে আমাদের কাছে পৌঁছায় দিতে হবে।
তোরা কি ভাবছস আমাকে মারলে এই যুদ্ধ শেষ?
আমরা এই মুহূর্তে আছি রাজধানীর গুলশান এলাকার গ্রিন ইউথ ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্কুল থেকে বেশ খানিকটা দূরে। আপনারা জানেন যে আজ দুপুর 2টার দিকে স্কুল ছুটির ঠিক আগে আগে কয়েকজন ভারী অস্ত্র হাতে এলোপাথারি গুলি করতে করতে স্কুলে ঢুকে পড়ে। স্কুলে যে ছাত্রছাত্রীরা উপস্থিত ছিল তাদের অনেকেই বের হয়ে আসে। সন্ত্রাসীরা স্কুলের নিয়ন্ত্রণ নেওয়ার পর তাদের 2টি দাবি উপস্থাপন করে। প্রথম দাবি মেনে নেওয়া হবে, এই খবর পেয়ে তারা ভেতরে থাকা কয়েকজন শিক্ষক শিক্ষিকা এবং ছোট ক্লাসের শিক্ষার্থীদের মুক্তি দেয়। কিন্তু তাদের দ্বিতীয় যে দাবি সেটা মেনে নেওয়া হবে কিনা তা নিয়ে আমরা এখনো নিশ্চিত না। আমাদের সবাইকে কিছুক্ষণ আগে পেছনে সরে যেতে বলা হয়। আমরা এমএস ইউনিটের গাড়ি দেখতে পাচ্ছি। হ্যালো, এখানে কিছু একটা হচ্ছে। কি করব বুঝতে পারছি না। কি করব? আমার অনেক ভয় লাগতেছে। আম্মু, হ্যালো নাদিয়া, কথা বলো মা। আমাকে ছেড়ে দেন নাদিয়া। হ্যালো, আমি কিছু করি না। আসতেছি, আমাকে ছাড়েন প্লিজ। আমাকে ছেড়ে দেন। সকল বন্দীদের এমএস ইউনিট উদ্ধার করেছে। তাদের মধ্যে কেউ হতাহত হননি। পরিস্থিতি এখন পুরোপুরি এমএস ইউনিটের নিয়ন্ত্রণে আছে। এই নিয়ে আরো বিস্তারিত
Why do we do it? There are chances that I will never see my loved ones again. Or if things go well, maybe I will lose an arm or a leg. At night, when everyone sleeps at peace in this city, I remain wide awake because I see their faces, all the people I killed, the sound of grenades. I hear people screaming, crying. Why do we do it? Because the people of this country deserve a better life. My dreams are over. My innocence sacrificed. We work in the dark to ensure there is at least some light at the end of the long cold night, so that the people of our country, the children, get to live and love when the sun rises.
prosecute necessary targets and take any hostages with us. So because we do only expect one or two hostages in this case, we're not going to be bypassing them unless the situation absolutely dictates that we're going to grab the hostage. All right, let's go. Last man.
Got the alley.
She wedged.
Find him.
Reach on left, reach on right, line on right. Reach on left. I kick you right.
Stop fighting my dog. Stop fighting my medical up. We have a canine down on first floor. We need the support element to come in and pick him up. We're pushing forward. Close door. I got that. I got you covered with that line. We're taking her. Nice. Stone.
Heard screaming right. Left. Detonate. Bomb. One far went right into a looks like some word yelling. Let's see treadmill. Contact us.
Fight up. Push him back.
সময় হয়েছে এই দেশকে আমাদের হাতে নেয়ার। আমি নতুন এক সমাজ প্রতিষ্ঠা করতে চাই যেখানে ইনসাফ আছে। তার জন্য আমাকে আগে এই নষ্ট নোংরামি ভরা সমাজ ধুলায় মিশাই দিতে হবে। এই নতুন দিনের জন্য যদি লাগে আমি শহরের রাস্তায় রাস্তায় রক্তের বন্যা বয় দিব। আমি মৃত্যুকে ভয় পাই না, কারণ আমি যদি শহীদ হই আমি জানি আমি বাইচে থাকবো হাজার হাজার জুরির মধ্যে, যারা এক নতুন সমাজ প্রতিষ্ঠা করবে।
More forward. I got one behind me. Right, back hallway. I'm working it. I'm working it. One right. Multiple right. Right.
তোরা কি ভাবছস আমাকে মারলে এই যুদ্ধ শেষ? তোরা ভাবতেও পারবি না তোদের সামনে কি দিন অপেক্ষা করতেছে।
This is a detailed gameplay overview of all the new and existing features of Zero Hour. In this video we will showcase all the features and explain how they work. In Zero Hour, there are two main game modes, PvP and Co-op. We'll walk you through both of these, giving you a basic understanding of what each has to offer. Let's begin with PvP. There are two ways of playing PvP in Zero Hour: by selecting Quick Match to hop into a randomized public lobby with other players, or creating your own custom match. Now that we're in a game of PvP, let's talk about phases. The first things you will go through in a match of Zero Hour are the three phases: loadout phase, planning phase, and action. The loadout phase is there for you to pick your spawn, primary and secondary firearm, and your gadgets. You can also customize the attachments of your gun in the loadout phase. During the planning phase as the defender, you can set your traps and fortify your position. Defenders can't open doors or break through windows leading to the outside of the building during the planning phase and for 60 seconds after the attack has begun. This is called the anti-spawn peek period. During this time, defenders cannot exit or throw anything outside the objective building. As the attacker, you will see the planning table. This is where you can draw and discuss tactics with your team. From here, you can also change your spawn location. You will be able to put down markers by clicking the right mouse button, which will help you navigate through the map during the action phase. In a bomb defusal scenario, you can see the location of the bomb as a pulse in the planning table. You can also see these pulses as an enemy sets down traps or moves the hostage in a hostage scenario. You can also open the planning table during the action phase by pressing 5. When the action phase begins, you as the attacker will spawn in. You will need to use teamwork and tactics to overcome the enemy's defenses. As a defender, you defend the objective and try to prevent the attackers from entering the objective room. Attackers and defenders have one common objective: to eliminate the opposing team. There are 3 different game modes for PvP. In Team Deathmatch, the only objective is to eliminate all threats in the area. In the bomb scenario, terrorists have armed the hostage with a bomb vest. Now it's up to the attackers to mitigate the situation. The hostage cannot be moved. Defenders can vote on the location where the hostage will spawn. If defenders win a round in a certain location, that site will be blocked and cannot be chosen as the bomb site for the next round. In the hostage game mode, attackers must safely guide the hostage out of the building. The hostage also has a mind of its own, which means it will attempt to run away if the defenders are not careful. This means it will be necessary to keep an eye on the hostage and move it to where the player feels best. The easiest way to stop the hostage from escaping is to scare it with gunfire. This will make the hostage stumble while moving, giving the defenders more time to react. The defenders can move the hostage anywhere on the map, but while moving, the attackers will see their location as a pulse on the planning table. This pulse will also be visible when the hostage gets scared. The hostage game modes brings more variety to the gameplay compared to the other two game modes. The flexibility of the defenders allow them to be more creative with their tactics and forces the attackers to sweep the building more thoroughly. Weapons are the most important component of any hostile takeover. Having the right loadout can be the difference between life and death. In 0 Hour, there's a total of 8 primary weapons, 2 secondary weapons, and a ballistic shield which can be replaced with a primary weapon. Every weapon can be customized to fit any situation or playstyle. Customizations include various sights, rail attachments, and muzzles. You can press T to use rail attachments like flashlights or IR lasers. Each attachment will affect how the gun behaves. Attachments can change recoil, damage, and the weight of your gun. Make sure to save your loadout after customization in the main menu. Changes made in the loadout phase will not be saved. Utilities can play a big role in taking control of a situation and will help you gain the upper hand in the engagement. The player will be able to choose between 2 utilities every round. The defending team has to share a limited amount of utility items until they switch sides after 3 rounds. Keep in mind that if you pick up an item but don't get a chance to use it, you can carry it over and use it in the next round. In 0 Hour, the attackers have access to 5 different utilities which include frag grenade, flash grenade, C2, night vision, and UDC, while the defenders get access to 7 different utilities, which are frag grenades, flash grenades, armor plates, sticky cams, C4, door traps, flare sticks, and door wedges. You can learn more about these utility items in the 0 Hour manual, located inside the 0 Hour directory. With Operation Black Dawn, we've added many different community requested features. One of them is to be able to look around without changing targets. You can also toggle ADS zoom. Another new addition is to allow you to control your walking speed. Your current walking speed is represented by the 4 dots, located at the bottom left corner of your screen. 1 dot represents the slowest walking speed, 2 dots represent the fastest walking speed, or jogging speed, 3 dots represent walking downstairs at full speed, and 4 dots represent running. Walking speed is indicated by the lines at the bottom left of your screen. In a CQC situation, where voice commands are not always an option, shoulder tap is one of the few ways to communicate with the person in front of you. The person in front will get a sound cue, letting him know his team behind him is in position, further enhancing the immersion. If a door wedge is blocking the door from opening, you can break through it by kicking it. Kicking a door with no door wedge will instantly open the door, allowing for fast entry, even without a C2 charge. Note that doors open in only one direction. Kicking the opposite of said direction will only break the door and not open it. Watches and wristbands have been added to the game as a subtle way of personalizing your character without affecting the gameplay. Watches are accessible for attackers, and wristbands are worn by defenders. Although wristbands are strictly for visual cosmetics, watches have some purpose. The watches are able to show stats like health, round time, and bomb time. Different watches show different stats, which are also present in the game UI, and it doesn't change the balance of the game. In 0 Hour, players can perform 2 types of reloads, tactical reload and fast reload. By pressing R, you perform a tactical reload, which puts the old mag back in your pouch, preserving the ammo for later use. However, in a fast reload, the magazine is thrown out with the ammo still in the mag. Some maps have bulletproof windows and doors. If a window's glass has a checkered pattern, it's bulletproof. Other clear glasses with no pattern can be broken or shot through. The breaker switch causes a complete blackout on the whole operation building you're playing on. By doing this, the player won't be able to visualize their surroundings unless they use a tactical flashlight or night vision. With Operation Black Dawn, we've decided to implement procedural prop placement. Every round, players spawn with a random prop layout. This feature brings more variety to the game and makes every round more interesting. Now let's move on to some co-op gameplay and features. With 0 Hour, we're trying our best to ensure an experience that encourages players to think methodically throughout the whole mission. The Objectives game mode will allow you to play bigger operations that you can either tackle solo or with a team of up to 5. With each operation, you're tasked to complete objectives such as bring order to chaos, secure the hostages, eliminate the leader, secure laptop, and secure document. To get a perfect score in co-op, players will have to complete the objectives while following the rules of engagement. In co-op mode, suspects can surrender based on a few criteria. If a suspect is outnumbered from behind, they will always surrender. If you are one-on-one with a suspect based on the suspect's fear level, they may or may not surrender. AIs which are stranded are more likely to surrender. Players can shout out for compliance by pressing X. Surprising an AI is the easiest way of making them surrender, but be aware of fake surrenders. If the AI slowly tries to put his hands down, that's a fake surrender. In this situation, you can quickly shoot at his hand, forcing him to drop his gun and properly surrender. If you were to shoot at an AI that has not shown hostility or is compliant, it will count as a penalty and points will be deducted. If an AI aims the weapon above the waistline, it confirms hostility and must be shot down. Surrendered AIs can be arrested and interrogated by pressing F near them. Interrogating an AI reveals the position of another random AI as a pulse on the planning table. Here are all the controls. With this guide, you should be ready to jump in a match in 0 hour. We strongly recommend you learn the maps, experiment with the utilities, get comfortable with the guns, its attachments, and of course, have fun doing so. Thank you all for watching.